Uh, Nobody mad but the enemy. Kimbo, Kimbo. CME family once again. Betwabu Benabetus. Yes, there's only, what I can say about that just now. I don't know. I don't know. But any which way, I give thanks and praise to the Most High, to the Divine Creator. I am eternally grateful. Yes, I am eternally grateful once again. Good to have each and every one of you, whatever time zone you're in, Grand Rising, Great Awakening, Kingdom Greetings. I don't wherever you are, much love, much love, much love, much love. I thank the Most High for each and every one of you. I am truly grateful once again. I don't take your presence, I don't take your time for granted. I know that it's only the Most High, the divine creator, that has allowed us to be together. And so all praises to the divine creator. I just wanted to come and share. It's not like I want to come share, celebrate. It's been 2 years. November the 23rd actually was the day that I landed in Kenya. It was November the 22nd. I landed in Ghana. Yeah. So my plane first landed in Ghana, and I spent about 7 hours in Ghana. And then I made my way to Kenya, and my plane landed in Kenya on the 23rd of November 2020. And I've been in East Africa ever since. And so as I come before you, I've given Tatan and Zambi, given Divine Creator all of the praise, all the glory, all the Kimbo. I can say it's Kimbo, Natan and Zambi, Yama Zulu. I remember the very first time hearing Nabi Jonathan saying that, and I was like, what in the world is this? Kimbo, Natan and Zambi, Yama Zulu. And that thing resonated so much in my spirit, and grabbed root, and that was the January of 2020 when I first heard that salutation, that echoing of that Kimbo. And so I'm forever, grateful for his obedience, his boldness and his bold step to step out, to make the sacrifice, to go early in the morning at 5 a.m. Sometimes it's even earlier than that, when the Most High give him a word to come on YouTube and record in the mall. He took plenty ridicule and plenty name calling and stuff, but it's all a part of the process. It's all a part of the journey. We know that the journey requires its highs and its lows, and not everybody what's smiling in our face we know means the well to us. Not everybody who's listening is a part of the fold. Some people just come to hear and to what you call it, to condemn or to critique or to criticize and stuff, but that's not why I'm here. All right. I'm here to give praises and glory and to celebrate and to talk a little bit about the journey and the process. Because a lot of our brothers and sisters are still in the diaspora and still trying to figure out the coming home and how to come home and what to do and stuff like that. And I see, I think Dr. Mumby is advertising her page in terms of she has something, Caribou Nubani Welcome Home page, whereas they're helping people figure out with lawyers and all those different things. And let me tell you something, family, all of that stuff is fine and dandy when you're saying you're coming home. But I say Swahili is like poly, slowly. If you have that absorbent amount of money to invest in lawyers and invest in all these different things, that's fine. But I would always advise people to just take it slowly. Go through the process. Yes, everywhere has some persons that would only see dollar signs on you. They would only see and think of money. You understand? But that's why you have to take it slowly, slowly, not in a rush to hurry up and give your money to people to say, get you papers and stuff like that. Because it's still a process. It's still a process. And it's still a journey. Maybe there's something the Most High wants you to learn in the process by taking it slowly. I know for me, I'm taking it slowly. Yes, I've been here 2 years legally. You understand? If I have to cross the border or something like that, I do. If I apply for an extension, I apply for my extension and stuff like that. I now apply for what you call a volunteer's permit. So that's in the process now. So because I do some volunteer work with a children's home here called Shadow Mountain Children's Home in Babadogo. So if anybody wants to be so into Shadow Mountain, please feel free. That's 83 children that needs help. Also, there's a school called Little Academy, and they also in need of help with their lunch program. So these are the things that I'm doing on the ground in a volunteer capacity. You understand? In a volunteer capacity. So every time I get personal help for myself, I turn around and split my personal help with these two organizations for right now. And then there's two little boys that are 2 years old that I'm really praying directions on in terms of taking them underneath my wings personally, because I see the hardship of the community that they are in. So this journey home, this being home, literally, you must have a heart of compassion, and you have to try to understand our people. Not only just come with our Western mentality, our Western ways of life. There's a lot of things that we are accustomed to in the West that is not here, but just as the name brand, let me put it like that. The name brand that you're accustomed to, you may not be here, but that same product may be here in a different name or in a different brand. Let me put it like that. And then you would learn how to adjust your taste buds. You understand? Oh, I will never. Then you're not really prepared to come home. Because coming home is about making adjustments. Serious, first and foremost, mental adjustments. Then physical adjustments. And a whole lot of spiritual adjustments. Because the spirits that we fight in the West, it's nothing to compare to the spirits we fight on the continent. Because even though, yes, we know we are Bantus, we are the chosen people and all this different stuff, that isn't telling you that the opposing spirits, the Canaanites and the Amalekites and all the rest of them, the Nilotes, the Cushites and stuff that are still in the land, are not going to fight back and push back and make it difficult for you. So you don't come here arrogant, I'm a Bantu, and this is my father's land and stuff like that. But remember, didn't we meet them in the land? When we do the Bantu migration, we met these people in the land. We're supposed to be able to dwell with them. And the Bantus, when they moved into the areas, they were able to influence the culture of the area, not pushing and overwhelming them, but subtly. And that's how we're supposed to be. The scripture that they put inside there, wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. That scripture, literally, we must use wisdom in being able to integrate and fellowship with our very own Bantus first and foremost. That evening, the Nilotes and the Cushites and all the other tribes and people that are in the land. But we also got to use wisdom in dwelling with our own people, because our own people don't even know who they know that they're Bantu. But the depths of it, the psychosis that Christianity have our people in, that's a whole different ball game, a whole different genre of conversation. You understand? Because the colonizers systematically erase so much from them, even though they fight. Our people did not just say, here I am, send me into slavery. They fought, and they fought until they couldn't fight no more. And so when the colonizers came in, they came in determined to erase our history, to systematically pull us away from who we are. There are so many things that I'm learning still because, like I said, it's a process and it is a journey. And you are continuously learning. You're continuously finding out stuff, and how deep the wound is and how infected the wound is that has occurred. How much our family that was left on the continent has been indoctrinated and brainwashed to love the colonizer, to love the oppressor more than they love themselves. And that's it. So it's really we have to be gentle with our people when we're coming home. Next thing is being gentle with yourself. Give yourself time to adjust. Give yourself time to adjust and integrate into the system. Give yourself time. Don't be in a rush. Don't be hasty to push your views on people. Don't you know Christianity is da 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 and da da? No. My mom used to say we catch more flies with honey than with vinegar. Vinegar can chase it away, but honey, you understand? It's easier to be sweet and gentle. This is where that other scripture says, loving our neighbors as ourselves. You understand me? So how you love yourself is how you love your neighbor. How you care for your neighbor. Like the compound that I'm living on has two little boys, two brothers. And the oldest one was the one that was communicating first. Because, and now the last one, the second one, he's now coming around. They weren't speaking English. They were speaking their mother tongue, which is Kikuyu. But now, because the older one has just started preschool and the last one is now learning from the older one, when they come out in the morning or in the afternoon, whenever they see me, the first thing they say, how are you? You understand? Or I'll say to them, Mumbo, and they say power, So they so now they know how to come. So even that I will go to the store and I'll buy little sweets and stuff like that, put it on the table, and they'll come and say, any sweets, So I'll be able to give them one candy. You understand? My other neighbors that are here in the compound, you're able to share little things with them. So whenever they see me go on a journey, they are eager and excited for when I come back. So what did you learn? What did you find out? Yes, this is our land. We grew up here. We were born here. But since you come, we are learning so much more about our own country that they did not know. So we have to be patient and gentle in sharing the information and listening to the people. We don't have the 100% truth. All of us have a piece of the puzzle. Everybody has a piece. And so my journey for this 2 years now, I have I've learned the process, even in terms of, say, immigration and stuff like that, and whatever you have to do in terms of putting in papers, having your own portal, and everything is done online. You understand? You do it online first, and then you go into the office. So you fill out your immigration forms and stuff. Everything is done online, and then you go in. You understand? Um, if you have a American driver's license, a Bahamas Caribbean driver's license, you could. I don't know if the American driver's license. Forgive me for that, but I know for me for sure, my Caribbean driver's license is received. So I can use my Bahamas driver's license here to drive around, to rent a car. You know, because in purchasing a car, you need what they call a KIR pin, Kenya KRI or something like that, or KRA, Kenya Revenue Pin, anyhow, something like that. But that's fine. I learned the system. They have Bolt, they have Uber, they have Lyft, they have so many different car companies that could come and pick you up and move you around. And then I learned how to catch the matatu. They call it matatu here. We call it a bus. You know, I learn how to catch the bus if I have to. And it's even cheaper to catch the bus than to catch an Uber. You understand? If you're prepared for the ride. The train is sometimes, I mean, it's as uncomfortable as the train could be. It's a fast way of moving around too, going from the city to the coast. They have buses like I can't say the Greyhound, yeah, or like those coach buses that the athletes and those where get on with the comfortable pushback seats and stuff like that. They have those buses too. You know, you could take the bus from Nairobi to Dar es Salaam, from Nairobi to Arusha, from Nairobi to Uganda, from Nairobi to, you understand, you have a bus system also if you don't want to fly. So you'll be able to see the scenery, see the wildlife. I've been able to see red elephants. Yes, can y'all believe it? Red, literally red elephants. I was so wowed by that, seeing giraffes just crossing the street, seeing camels in the wild, seeing I've not seen lions. I've not been inside the Masai Mara to see lions or have any encounter close to that, but to see zebras and gazelles and all those other, you know, animals that just move around, the baboons and the monkeys and stuff like that. So it is really, really beautiful here. If our mind, if we could make the mental adjustments, we could survive. If we could make the mental adjustments, if we could be patient and go through the process, and stop trying to get a quick fix, like people selling us these quick fix things. Oh, I spoke to this person and they giving us this amount of land, and so everything is a process. And anytime you're hungry, you'll eat raw corn. You don't sit down to the table and eat when you're hungry, because you would eat raw corn or you would eat whatever served you. When you come and you're so desperate, you will fall into so many traps. You would get robbed. And I ain't talking about Nilots robbing you and Cushites robbing you. You're talking about other Bantus robbing you. They don't care. Or they hungry. And all they look at you, they see is a cash cow. They see an opportunity to get, they tell you something costs $5, they'll tell you it costs $10. And you give them the $10, they'll spend the $5, bring you your product, but take the other $5 for themselves. That's a fact. These are, but this is the same thing happens in the West. Look at that company we just went belly up the other day, the Cash FX or something company. How many Ponzi schemes they've done in America alone? How many Americans are out on the streets? That's why they like to take pictures of the poverty-stricken areas here that they've depleted the wealth. and impose poverty on this continent. This continent wasn't the way it is. Everything that you see happening here was imposed upon us to bend and make us break, to make us bend to the Western world, to make us bend to their laws that they want us to so they can get our substance, so they can get our minerals. So they impose war. They finance war. They give these groups, these guerrilla groups, guns and ammunitions to kill its own people. So they just to eat, be able to eat. But even in the midst of that, there is so much good. There is so much good. There is still safety here. There is safety here. You stand up. I can say it. Yeah, I can say it. You stand a higher rate of being shot down in the streets of America than here. You stand a higher chance of being shot down in America than here. They might rob you, they may swing you out a couple of dollars, but you don't stand a chance getting shot down in the road just because you're Black. You don't have no police driving behind you because you're driving a fancy car. You can have your fancy car here. All kind of Mercedes here. All kind of Land Rovers, Land Cruisers, all kind of Toyota Prado, all kind of BMWs. All of them things here. People driving. So it ain't as if luxury isn't here. It isn't as if they don't have 5-star hotels and malls. They have all of those things here. But what the media will show you is the poverty-stricken area. Poverty is everywhere. Poverty is everywhere. America will not show you poverty because they don't want you to see them that way. But they'll show you another country's poverty because they want you to see the impoverishedness of another country. So my journey here has been great. Thus far, I've come across many landmarks. I've come across many landmarks. I've come across many spiritual battles. You understand? I've had many spiritual battles, but I've overcome them all because why? I am not, the divine is in me, and I am the divine. I am who the I am say that I am. And so that's the power and authority that I walk with. So they may come, but they will not prosper. The darts may form, but they will not accomplish that which they were set out to accomplish. I know many persons didn't think I would have lasted this long on the continent. I know the word curses that went out, knowingly and unknowingly. People speak things thinking that they just speaking, from their feelings, their opinions of what they feel or what they think and stuff like that. But I'm still here. 2 years, East Africa. Yeah. And so you can do it. If the divine has opened the door, the window, the avenue, the opportunity for you to come home and to relocate, he will sustain you. He will give you the ideas. He will grant you favor. He will. I know, yes, there are some people who came and packed up and went back. Yeah, I understand that. And it isn't to say that the divine didn't send them neither. But maybe they didn't have the stamina, the strength, the endurance, the courage to endure, to go through the process. Because it's a process. It's like when you go and apply for a job, they give you a 3 months, what you call it? Some jobs give you 3 months, some jobs give you 6 months, some jobs give you a whole year of probation. How you perform, how you gonna adjust. Some with training. Oh, I come in home. I'm supposed to be able to just come home. No. Yes, you could come home, but it's a process and it's a journey. And guess what? It's doable. It is doable, family. It is doable. If I tell you that I have struggled, I'll be telling you a lie. You know why? Because life and death is in the power of my tongue. And what I speak is what manifests. And I speak continuously positive of my being on this continent. I speak positive of the people on this continent. I speak positive of my environment on this continent. I speak positive of my encounters, even when I go down in the midst of the busyness of Nairobi, where they tell you got to hold your purse underneath your arm and don't take your phone out. But guess what? I walk around looking and I do it. The only way they know that I am not a Kenyan is when I have to speak, because I have not mastered or grabbed the Swahili as yet, but I'm working on it. So if just looking at me when I go into the city, when I even go to the food store, to the grocery store, do my shopping, or into the market, looking at me, they say, this Kikuyu girl don't even know her own language. Not knowing that I never learned, never know Kikuyu in my day in my life. So just looking at me, they don't know until I speak. Why? Your attitude also. You understand? Even, I mean, I'm telling you, wherever I go, people that day. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, madam. How are you today? Good morning. Good morning. Even to the securities, to the store where I shop. One day I just say, could I just give you some juice? And I bought them a carton of juice to share among themselves. Nobody's never done it for them. Sometimes we have to be the change that the people need to see. We would get them to listen to us because we was nice to them. We said good morning. We said good afternoon. How are you? Because they're so used to us passing them by and not speaking, just seeing them as security guards, seeing them as the sweepers and the cleaners of the toilets and stuff like that, and not seeing them as our brothers and sisters, as kings and queens. So my journey for the past 2 years, I'm thankful for all of the areas that I've been to thus far, to the source of the Nile, to the Sea of Galilee, to Mount Zion, to the Congo River, to the Indian Ocean, to see some of the elders at the mountain, to pray around the mountain. It has been a journey to go to Dar es Salaam and see the dust and the dirt of Tanzania, and there are so many landmarks here. So yes, and to be on the continent when the superpower was officially merged, when the Kingdom of Congo, to be here in that spiritual atmosphere, when DRC became a part of East Africa. Do you understand? When they became a part of East Africa, that was the sealing of the deal of the restoration of the kingdom. So all the rest is going to they're going to come in place because it's moving so quickly. When you're visiting Zambia, yes, that is on my itinerary, the incoming year. So between January and February, I would be visiting Zambia. Yeah. So intercede on my behalf, that all will go well and all the finances will come in place, that I would be, because I should have been there this month. I really wanted it to be there in December, but unfortunately, some things didn't come into alignment. So hopefully, I speak it into being. Between January and February, I would be in Zambia. I definitely speaking that into to being. Yes, and so I'm looking forward to my visit to Zambia. Also to Malawi, that is next to Zambia, and I think what else is next to you all? Zimbabwe or Zambia? Zambia, what you call it? Not Mozambique? No. Anyway, all of that Southern Africa area, going across into Cape Town also. So yes, I'm looking forward to visiting Zambia very soon. Like I said, I should have been there this month, which is December, but I will definitely see you between January and February. Yeah. But yes, so it's just so much. It's just so much that thank you, Asante Sana. Asante Sana Matando Masaka. There's so much for us to accomplish and to work together as a family. I believe that every one of us, Kenya, Tanzania, Zambia, South Africa, all of us supposed to be able to have different safe havens. Uganda, because I went to Uganda and I went into the Buganda Kingdom. You understand? It's beautiful. The Buganda Kingdom has its parliament and its palace, and it's operating, is up and operating, showing you how the kingdom is going to operate with its parliament and with its palace. And so that taught me a whole lot too, to be able to visit the palace and to be able to visit parliament in Uganda. So with the Buganda Kingdom. and so I'm excited. I would not discourage. I would tell you, please come home. Those of you who are not on the continent as yet, come and visit. Come and just come and visit. Those that are on the continent that are awoke, be the welcoming committee to welcome people in my little small apartment. I've welcomed so many people inside of here. I give up my bed. I sleep out on the couch and make them comfortable until they're ready to transition into their own place and stuff like that. So this is what it's all about. I've invited people in. We sit and have tea and just talk and inform them about who we are as Bantus, so the journey and the process is worth it. Coming home, if I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't change a thing. I would there's a song, there's a secular song, some of y'all holy rollers still in Christianity and stuff like that, but it said, suddenly life has no meaning to me. There's beauty up above and things we never take notice of, and we wake up suddenly. You're in love, and it's just me. I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love with being home on the continent. I'm in love with the experiences that I've been having. I'm in love with the people that I've come in contact with. I'm in love with all the little babies and the little children that just comes and hug up on me. I'm in love with being here. And that's it. My love is not, not about material gain or anything like that. And those things will come. Most High would make the provisions that we need. You understand? I'm here to share with you. Even on the days when I would sit here and I say, I don't even know what I'm going to eat today. What am I going to eat? And I say that out of my mouth. And when I hear a knock on the door, one of my neighbors will come and say, neighbor, I have some goodies for you. And I'll be like, look, provide, Daddy. Look how he provide. I'm just sitting here saying, what am I going to eat? And somebody comes and knock on the door, pop, pop, and brings me something that they cook and bring for me to eat. So my experience on this continent, my experience in being home, I can't talk, say for nobody else. Let me tell you something. It isn't that somebody take money from me. Yes. But that's still, I still love them. I still love being here. I still will not trade it. It isn't as if I have not been misused and mishandled. Yes. But guess what? Because they don't understand and they don't know what they do. So they do what they've been trained and accustomed to doing. You see? So you don't hold it against them. You don't. You just say, okay, we can. Yeah, yes, I understand. We don't have a lot. I know me. I came home on faith. I came to the continent on faith, trusting that the Most High was going to provide and take care of me. 2 years later, I am still here, moving by faith, trusting the Most High would take care of me. And He has. I've been taken care of every day. What am I saying to you? It's a journey, it's a process, and it's a journey, but it's worth it. I am in love with being here. Listen to me. I miss my family. Let me make sure if my young adult children are watching this, I love them. I love my young adult children. I do. I miss them, yes. But they know that I'm sold out. They know that I'm sold out to doing the work of the Most High. And that's what I love about them. They know how much their mother loved doing what she do. They know, they share her with the world. They know this. And they support me. Yes, every now and then they're like, when you coming home? I say, I'm home. You mean when I coming over there to visit? I don't know. Whenever I'm released to come and visit, then I could come. But as for now, I want y'all to make your way over here. Come where I'm at. Yes. So greetings to all of you. I love all of you. I am so thankful for all of you. I don't take your time for granted. I don't take you coming and listening for granted. I really appreciate y'all, but I just want y'all to feel the love of the continent and not everything that they put inside the news to run with it and believe and share. You understand? Yes, there are some things happening, but if we continue to raise our vibration and speak against it and pull down those things, every vain imagination and high thing that tried to exalt itself, every principality that would try to bring shame and try to bring discouragement, they're things I do when I hear the negative stuff. I don't come and share the negative stuff because why? The negative stuff don't concern us. They don't concern us. The negative stuff is an illusion to cause us to fear. That's what the negative stuff for, to cause us to fear, not come home. And of course, everybody that is here, everybody want to go to America or Europe. Nobody want to stay. Now you won't say nobody. A lot of people want to relocate. Why? They think that America is the land of milk and honey, not understanding that the continent is the land of milk and honey, but it's that's the message that Dr. Miles Monroe, I was listening to him the other day. Mismanagement. Anytime you mismanage something, there would be a shortage. So the minerals, the substance of the continent is mismanaged. The people are mismanaged. So that's why the people want to go somewhere else. And a lot of us want to come home. So yeah, the journey and the process and the journey continues. I celebrate 2 years of being here in Kenya. I'm looking forward to whatever the next assignment is and where the next assignment is going to take me. But I know for sure, for right now, Kenya is my home base. This is my home base. So any traveling I will do, it'll be from Kenya to someplace else and returning back to Kenya. So this will be home base until the Most High say otherwise, you know. And let me tell you something, there is a whole lot of spiritual significance with Kenya, as much as it's not talked about a lot, but there is a whole lot of spiritual significance and landmarks here. Yeah. There's a whole lot. The dirty river, yeah, that they tell them to go dip in. The dirty river is here. That dirty river right here. Some other things here too, but I have to go and see it for me to really, for the spirit of the Most High to rest and might say, this is it here and that's it there and stuff like that. He's telling me it, but now I've not physically went to Jericho as yet. I've not physically went to Jordan as yet. You understand? Just like how I went to the Sea of Galilee, I went to Mount Zion. Now I need to go to Jordan, and I need to go to Jericho. Yeah. So, thank you, family. Thank you all so much for being such an inspiration. Thank you all so much for being such an inspiration and an encouragement. Y'all make this journey also beautiful. I'm telling you, some of you, when I see your comments or when I see your message, you understand it really does my heart good and makes me to helps me, because I will continue. I will continue. But your words of encouragement helps to make the journey and the process a little bit more easier. Yeah, let me put it like that. Your words of encouragement and it makes the journey a little bit easier. It makes the stay away from my family a little bit easier. So, Siemi to all of you. Much love to all of you. Meitatan and Zambi. So Nini na Nini, Kuswa Congo Guy. Continue to lift up this continent unto you and be gracious unto you and grant you peace. May He open up windows and doors of opportunity that you would be able to see Him and see yourself in a more greater way. See your powers coming online. You understand? That's another thing with me being here. I'm telling you, the supernatural power that is being imparted, and not by somebody laying hands on me. No, it isn't by somebody laying hands on me. It is all about you being in the presence of the Most High. You being able to go out into nature and literally barefooted. I remember I never used to go outside barefooted. I never ate with my hands. You understand? I've never ate with my hands, and to be here and to be able to eat with my hands and to walk outside barefooted, touching the grounds and be outside and sit in the sun and sit underneath the moonlight, and all of these things is a part of the process and the journey that it is marvelous. It is marvelous, So I eat with my hands more than I ever used to before. My children and people who know me just know me for my table etiquette, eating with fork and knife, and no matter what it is I'm eating, you always have a fork and knife and never use a spoon to eat food with. No, that was unheard of. But now, no, child. Sister, grab that ugali and them greens with her hand and she eat. Yes. Sometimes grab that spoon and just eat with a spoon. So you learn how to adapt and adjust. You understand? It is just so good. It's just so good. And I am thankful to all of you once again. Like I said, I really am thankful. I look forward to many more of you coming home, no matter where you're at. If you're in Tanzania, if I am to visit, I'm supposed to pass through Tanzania to be able to see some people there, then head on down to Zambia, head over to the South Africa. So yeah, I have a journey that is ahead of me. But guess what? It's all for the glory, for the Kimbo of Tatan and Zambi. To meet his people, to talk with his people, to share with his people who they are. Who they are. That's all it's all about. And then the other thing is I cut back on a lot of the meat too. Cut back on the sugar, cut back on the dairy products, because what I learned is the dairy products keep the mucus in our bodies, and that's what helped to keep us sick. That mucus, So I've learned to eat a little bit more healthy. I've shared a few pounds since I've been here. I tell you all about my journey, right? So yeah, that's what is all this video. This live is all about, just telling you about the journey, the process of being here, and to encourage you to come home. Those of you who are not home as yet, and then those of you who are home, to encourage you to continue to adjust. You understand, and embrace being home and the changes that is taking place, and also be a place of refuge for those that are coming. Don't just see dollar signs and how I can get monies or this brother or this sister when they come home, but seriously be a place of refuge that people can come, catch themselves, and then be able to move around. Yeah. Nobody who's come and stayed with me can say that I have ever said to them, oh, you have to give me X amount of money for you to stay with me. No, I have opened my doors, and I mean what I say when I welcome you and I say you could come. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's without condition, because we are brothers and sisters in this together. We all want to come home. We all need a place of refuge. We all need a starting place. And then we all need to be able to be taught the system, how to move around, how to maneuver, where to grocery shop, how to handle our cash flow coming in, how to make the adjustments in the price of things. So yeah, all of that stuff. So I love you all, and there's nothing you could do about it. And I genuinely love you from the uttermost part. I mean, it's not a conditional love. It's not a filios love or all them other loves they tell us about, but it's genuinely from my Muanda, my spirit, because that is who I am. I thank Tatan and Zambi for all of you. All of you. I really thank Tatan and Zambi for all of you that are awoke to this truth, that are trying to share it as best as you can, even though some of us been rejected by our family members and stuff like that. You've been rejected by your communities that you've worked with. You understand me? But the fact is that you embrace this truth, who you are, and you're walking in it. It did not come without persecution, even in the circle I was in, because many of you know I was quote unquote in the church, and I was quote unquote an apostle. Yeah. So the kind of circle of friends of preaching engagements and conferences that I used to participate in. So a lot of those persons have pulled back away from me and think I joined a cult and all that different crazy stuff. But I tell them, just do your research. Just check it out. Don't just take my word for it. If you know me, like you truly say you know me, then you would know I don't just go after things for going after it. I go through much fasting and praying. And I tell you all, it was in 2019, November, when I went on a 40-day fast. I was on a 40-day fast when this truth was revealed to me. When Jesus was revealed to me as the son of perdition, as Satan. I was on a 40 day fast. Yeah. So that's to tell you the kind of person I am. I don't just take somebody's word for it, but I go before the divine creator myself for information, for downloads. I always say it on my channel, I operate by revelation knowledge, not head knowledge or book, not book knowledge, but divine revelation is where I operate from. Yeah. So anyway, I see all of you. Patrick Bantu, my beautiful queen sister Andrea, Mark, I can't pronounce that last name, but Congo Priest, and all of you. I thank the Most High for all of you. And somebody said I was good, had a little cold, but I complete healing. We thank the Most High for your healing. And all of you that are here, I don't want to mess nobody else's name up. Cynthia, I see you. I want to just acknowledge all of you. No suppressing prophecy from Congo. Yes, I see you. Who else? My Bantu Queen sister that is in the coast. Love all of you. I love you all. I love you all. Matando, Masaka, Asante Sana, Karibu Sana. Welcome. And then Zolo Kringi is love. And in Swahili, it is Nakupenda Sana. I love you all so, so much. And I am shukran. I am grateful. I am grateful for all of you. Honestly, I am. There's a saying say, I am because you are, and that's what it is. Yes, Africa is really beautiful. It is the promised land, I wish I had a better camera that I really could capture the real essence of the things that I see and share with you. I'll work on that. That's what I think I would work on. I think that one of the sacrifices I work on is work on getting a better camera so I can really share on my on this channel with you through my lens of what I see here on the continent. So that's what I probably would try and do is share with you from wherever I travel, give you an inside view or personal view from me. So that would be my I guess my future plans. Yeah. Anyway, you could tell I hear about myself, so I could talk, but I'm gonna let you all go. All right. Much love. May the Most High, the Divine Creator, make His face to shine upon us. May He lift up His countenance unto us, and may He be gracious unto us, and may He grant us peace. Enjoy the rest of your day, your week. Yeah, no, I don't use the word week. Nope, we don't have week. We have empowering days. May you enjoy the rest of your empowering days, the rest of this month that they gave us, and this quote unquote Gregorian calendar year that we operate in this time and in this space. Yes. So have a amazing the rest of your day, because for some of you it's what? Let me see. I know the time difference, right? It's 9 p.m. here. So it is 1. Yeah, it's 1 for y'all. Those of y'all that are in America and in the Caribbean, it's 1:11. 11 minutes after 1 is 9:11 here. Yeah. So I thank y'all once again. Excuse my babbling, but I really, really appreciate y'all, honestly. So I gone for real this time. Enjoy the rest of your day. All right. So share where some of y'all are from. It's Virginia. I see Virginia. I see New York. Where else? Okay. Where else some of you are from? Anybody else want to share? Virginia. I've been to Virginia. Yeah, I've been to Virginia. I used to stay in New York for 2016 until 2000 until I came here to Canada. Yeah, I was 2016. I came to New York, and I left in 2019 to go back to the Bahamas, and then I. So anyway, I gone for real this time, but